Welcome back, everyone. It is February 2nd, 1942, and we're back with another turn of Yamamoto's Folly. Let's see what this turn has in store for us. Try to do a night naval bombardment of Montauk, but nothing happens. That's a little unfortunate. Not sure what happened there. I wonder if the Yamamoto was out of ammo. I don't think it was, and other ships in the TF should not have been. In any case, we sweep an H-81-83 out of the sky, and we also take care of an H-75A Hawk over Palembang. And then we go ahead and bomb the Palembang airfield. We saw a lot of bombers on the ground here, including torpedo bombers, that I wanted to take care of. Lots of flak here, unfortunately. And we lose 2 bombers to flak, but we do good damage to the planes on the ground. We lose a Swordfish, a Falcon, Hurricane, and we do okay runway damage. Second strike going in. Lose another Betty to flak, damaging 5 planes on the ground. Mavises find the Clan MacTavish and put a bomb on her at Calcutta. They've been doing a great job doing those long-range naval strike missions. We continue to damage Catalinas on the ground at Cebu. A little bombing at Kukong. And of course at Nanchang. And here at Chinkau as well, we lose a lead to flak, 2 decent damage. Really just want to slow these groups down. We're bombing this group that has fled from Pontianak. I just don't want them to be an issue and try to get in the way of my road connection here between Cinque and Pontianak, which they might do. So we're going to try to bomb them into submission there. A little bombing at Wuchang. Of course, we continue to bomb at Rangoon, doing just light damage today. More bombing in China. And they bomb us at Singapore, and they actually do a little damage there. They try to bomb us at Montauk, but we managed to get through their cap and make contact with their bombers, shooting down several of them. More come in unescorted, and we take out a CW-22 Falcon before the action shifts back to Rangoon, where we do good damage on the ground. Mavises come in for another attack run. Doesn't look like they connect this time, sadly. But another group of Mavises also misses. More Bettys over Palembang. Lose another one to flak, but destroy a Hurricane on the ground and put a bomb in the Vengeful, which evidently is laid up in Palembang Harbor. That's interesting. AP Valk takes a bomb from our Val raid on Tarakan. And we're on to the PM airphase. little sweeping over Port Moresby is inconclusive. Betty's now come in at Calcutta, do a little bit of a better job. Even though they lose one to flak, they put a bomb in the AMC Hector. Finally, our heavy bombers come in over Wuchang, doing good damage there on the ground. And again, these Liz's are just workhorses, doing great work there. There's a valid flak there over this armored group near Pontianak. It's I need to change their bombing level because right now they're set to dive bomb, and I need to change so they don't go in quite so low. For those of you that aren't familiar with Focus Pacific, War in the Pacific that much, the game, your bombers will do different style of bombing missions depending on the altitude band that they're set in. So you always have to be a little bit aware of that. Catalina's try to get in among my surface task force here again at ADAC, but don't make a connection with the DD Curie. Mavis's again, they're tenacious today. Landing some bombs. 2 bomb hits on the Stanmore, one on the Glenarty. Heavy damage on fire on the Stanmore. And looks like we destroyed some troops that were either offloading or unloading. Loading or offloading, probably offloading. Finally, a good bombing run on Port Moresby. It feels like we haven't had a good one in a while, doing great runway damage. Mavis is just making the connection at Calcutta again and again, placing 3 more bomb hits, and he loses more troops. Really happy with their performance today. Little ASW action here. We have several ASW groups patrolling this group of Dutch subs that's hanging out in the South China Sea. And the Thresher looks like an ASW action there. We don't manage to land any depth charges on the Thresher. So I'm just kind of checking out to see what he has at Xinyang. I have quite a bit of AV here now, and I think I may be able to push him out. Even though my last attempt was pretty disastrous, I now have some tank divisions here, 2 tank divisions, and that hard AV I think may be the key to pushing him out of the Hex. So we'll see how this bombardment goes. Looks like he has the cross the river into Hankow. So that'll be a shock attack, I believe, this turn into Hankow. We'll see how our forces hold up. I don't have a whole lot there, but I do have good forts in the Hex. Bombardments, like I said, take forever. I once played a game of Focus Pacific with active Soviets, and my opponent brought essentially every Japanese artillery piece in the game to the Soviet Union. I had loads of Soviet artillery, and the bombardments and counter bombardments. Sometimes the replays would last for. The bombardment replay would be 10 minutes itself. You just walk away from your computer and then come back. It was a little bit ridiculous. That was a wild game, though. Yeah, just casualties on our side, not on his, but you can see the AV difference here. I do have 5,000. He has 3,000. Quite a bit here. Not sure if I'm ready to attack here yet or not. I think I need to beat up his forces a little bit more through air attacks and other methods before I try to take out that stack, because I do not have 2-to-1 odds on him, and with the terrain, I'll be lucky to get 1-to-1, and more likely I'll get 1-to-2. Another shock attack here at Kukang. Really would like to destroy some of these units here. Just get it over with. 19-to-1. There we go. 1 unit destroyed. We're getting there. And I go ahead and attack deliberately at Rangoon after lowering the forts. We destroy some units here. Get a 1-to-1. Lower the fortifications again to 1, so that's good to see. And casualties are in our favor. I mean, we have more disabled squads, but he has destroyed. He has the unit destroyed. So I think Rangoon is closer to falling than I originally thought it was. Bombard at Muntok. I just wanted to see what is there. I have 439. He has 67. I should be able to take the base next turn. I also wanted to see what was here at Mandalay. I saw a bunch of units, but I didn't know what the AV value was. And it's only 36, so I should be able to go ahead and make an attack and take Mandalay. Here's that shock attack I talked about at Hankow. See how it goes for him. As you can see, I do not have much in the Hex at all. 34th Division is the majority of it. See how badly he gets hurt with this crossing and how badly I get hurt on the defense. So 1-to-2, he does not reduce my forts, which is good. And I take 1,800 casualties, he takes 10,000. 230, yeah, definitely hurts him a lot more than it hurts me, which is nice to see. That is, of course, the first shock attack. He can now start wearing me down. But overall, he lost a lot of AV in that attack. Between the disablements and squads destroys, about 1,000 AV down. So he'll be about 2,000 AV next time, and I'll be at around 5,000, but I do have level 4 forts, which I believe will be level 5 very soon there in Hankow. So that's the turn. Not too much of an import went on. Interesting finding the CVL at Palembang, another target for our bombers there. We're trying to build up the air bases on Borneo so I can bring more fighters, more bombers in, so I can do some really decisive strikes on Batavia and Palembang. I really haven't been able to do that yet. He still is putting up a lot of cap in the air, at least over Batavia. Over Palembang, we really didn't find much today. But we can see, looks like 2 CVLs at that port. So yeah, that's going to be a priority to go after. And of course, he still has 56 ships in the port at Batavia. And look at all this stuff. This must be the American carriers. Look at all those CVs. Interesting. I do have my carriers here. 350 aircraft there, 228 there. So a pretty decent striking force. The problem is that now that the amphibious bonus is over and I don't have as much naval support as I used to at Camera Bay, I'm not able to reload my battleships there like I used to. And so I have a lot of great battleships with no ammunition at the moment, which isn't going to do me any good whatsoever. So I'm a little hesitant about pushing further south until I get those ships rearmed, because I don't want to get into surface combat with battleships with no ammo. That'd be disastrous for me. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure out how to get those ships rearmed. Trying to find, Takao might be the best option right now with that level 7 port. And actually Hong Kong is probably the best place to go if we can get rid of some of those mines. In any case, that's the turn. Let's look at losses real quick. So about even in the air, 23 to 21. We lose some Bettys to Flak, of course. But in the air, he loses more to my planes. Only lost 2 zeros this turn, which is great because we are producing quite a few now. So we can start to replace those losses until the next time we lose a bunch. And let's look at ship sunk. No ship sunk, though we have to be doing some damage here to all these ships here at Calcutta, that's for sure. They're not going after the ones at Akyab, even though we see them, because they're not as high value, and he does have a lot of cap there at Akyab that we need to deal with. In any case, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care.